Hey, YouTubers! I want to talk about my trip yesterday. We went up to Chattanooga, Tennessee to do some things, and coming back, we went into a wreck on 185, and little while, we went down 3 miles down the road, 4 miles past the wreck. Finally, get past the wreck. Went down 4 miles down the road. We hit another roadblock. Construction. Between those two, it took us almost an hour and a half to get through about 5 to 6 miles of wreck and a road construction. Now, what this video is about is maybe a CB radio. Now, if I had a CB radio in the car, I could have listened to it, or could have said break 19 for a road condition, or anybody can tell me what's going on up there. But I didn't have a CB radio, so that could have caused a delay. It did cause a delay on us, about an hour and a half delay getting home roughly. And if I knew what the condition was up there and all that stuff, I could have maybe possibly did a bypass detour and get around there and everything like that. And if I knew what's condition up there. So the main part of this video is talk about is you might want to have a good CB radio in the car. I know people ham radio operators like me say, oh, CB's no good, blah 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 blah, so forth and so on. But you know what? The 27 megahertz band is just below 10-meter band. 10 meters is a ham radio band. It's all in the high frequency band, and yes, it fixes the sunspots and all that stuff. Fix the conditions of the band and all that stuff. But you know, I think CB radio would be good to have it in the car, in the truck or vehicle you're in, just for that. Because we had an app and on our phone, and it didn't tell us exactly what's going on. All it told us it was just slow traffic, and it didn't tell us what lane was blocked, what's going on, and stuff like that. But if you have a CB radio, you can find all that information. And the truckers out there, I used to be a trucker myself. I trucked for 5 years, trucking down the road. I've been all 48 states. So many times, I can't count how many times I've been all the states, all 48 states, all lower 40. Let me say lower 48 states. I know we got 50 states, but all lower 48 states. But CB is a good to have. Even a handheld CB, it's okay. At least you can listen to what's going on the road conditions. You know, and something like that. So, you know, when I used to trucking, I had CB. Yes, they got bad language, foul language on there by some of these truckers saying bunch of nasty stuff that, you know, you shouldn't really say, but it's good because when I was trucking, I found out the road condition, the weather condition, how icy it is, if it's snowing, and if a wreck up there, what lane's blocked, what not blocked, what lane I need to be in, and all that stuff. Do I need to do a detour around the situation, stuff like that. But I know this video just probably doesn't make no sense, but the point is, I think you need a CB radio in the car, in the vehicle. You don't have to talk on it. Just listen and get the information you need. If you don't want a CB radio, just get a scanner. Handheld scanner that goes down to 27 megahertz band and put in there. If you don't want to talk on it, but just listen to it. But I think you need a regular CB radio in the car or in the vehicle, just to listen to, or wherever you can get in there. Because yes, ham radio is great to have, HF, high frequency. We can do wonderful things with ham radio. We can talk around the world. We can send messages back and forth. We can send messages from with no internet in the car to somebody email halfway around the world or even next state. Yes, we can do all that. Ham radio, talk on satellites and everything like that. But if you don't have a radio that go down to 27 megahertz band and listen to the truckers and road conditions, it's not going to do you no good with ham radio. Because you have to have something go down there and listen to it, because the road conditions and the accidents, it will save you a lot of time and hassle and everything like that. It took us an hour and a half extra to get home because of 5 or 6 miles of bad road conditions, the wreck, and the road construction. They have a 185. 85. I'm sorry, it's I-85 in Georgia. It's just south of let's say it's around the lake. That's around LaGrange, Georgia. It happened last night. I think mile marker 30. I was 30 miles inside Georgia, because you stay on I-85, that goes all the way into Alabama. But I had 5 or 6 miles to go before I can get off, then hit 185. So I could have went around that if I knew how bad the traffic backed up. I could have been home a lot sooner if I had a CB radio, because I could have found out the information and could have took that exit and made a detour around all that mess, and that's that way I don't have to sit there for an hour and a half in that traffic. Because one wreck is it blocked off. You go down less than 3 miles down the road, the left lane was blocked off. And everybody on the 2-lane road, all that traffic is trying to get on to the right lane. Man, it was a big pile up. Alright, YouTuber, this is enough rambling on. Take care, peace out, have a plan in hand, and all that goody stuff. Be prepared. And this is one of the things you need to be prepared for. Condition, if anything hits the fan, whatever it is, you gotta travel on the roads. And CB radio might be a good one to have to listen for the conditions of the roads. Take care. Have a good night.